Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits. Today, joined by
me, just Michael.
Yes, reviewing some Helles Lager that we picked up on Beer Dome. This is another beer from Andechser, and I reviewed their Weizens, and they blew me away.
Why do you say Andechser?
That's how you pronounce it, apparently.
Andechser Hell, Kloster Andechs.
Yeah, so it's made at Kloster Andechs.
And it's called
monastery.
Andechser Hell.
Yeah, the beer is Andechser Hell. So Klosterbrauerei Andechs in Andechs in Bavaria. I think it's the city's called Andechs too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, yes, Andechs. So their Weizens blew me away, and besides the Weizens, they also had this. They also make a fantastic Doppelbock. Their Doppelbock Dunkel is one of the best Doppelbocks in the world. I haven't had that beer in years, but that's kind of like the only beer I knew from these guys beforehand.
Okay.
Or at
the
least
only one I've tasted is the
Export the Special Hell,
yeah,
which is their fest beer. But you tried it when it was a year old or so, because it's released in the autumn, and you tried it in the
July.
summer.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't that impressed.
No, but this is somewhat fresh.
Age.
Yeah, I think it's age because they hadn't released it yet.
No.
But this is their Helles, and they say themselves it's a multiple mashed Helles, so it's brewed using decoction mashing, and it has a light straw color. Should have soft malt aromas with floral hop notes, cellar freshness. Should be lively, pleasant to drink, and light and soft. So with a mild sweetness, a full body, and all these things. So very classic Helles, 18 IBUs, 4.8% alcohol.
It's crystal clear.
It is crystal.
Crystal clear.
Look at that beautiful clarity. I mean, and it's so pale. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It is so pale. I think Helles spanned in color a bit from brewery to brewery. Some are also much darker than this. But this just seems appealing because it seems like it's going to be really refreshing.
Yeah, it does.
White head, soft, gentle carbonation. Sometimes you see that as well with these Helles lagers. They are not always as heavily carved as Pilsners.
Nope.
Well, let's check out the aroma. Oh, it's like opening a fresh bag of malt. That is so...
Yeah, it's so bready.
So freshly bready.
Yeah.
If you ever smell a fresh bag of Pilsner malt, that is exactly it.
Smells really, really nice.
Wow.
If you like bready malt.
But it's almost... It's like almost farmhousey or something like that. There's this very unique bready, malty, husky... like cereal thing.
Yeah, I can definitely see the sweet bread.
It's like that. Just smells so refreshing. And it smells like what I think of when I think Helles, malt centric beer. They can be hop forward, but most of the time it's something like that. But wow, and I think it has a lot of robustness as well. Like it feels like robust. It's not just like a pale kind of wheat bread or something. There's something that feels more...
I must admit, I don't get that many nuances,
but to me, it's like this really robust maltiness, and I think that's due to decoction mashing. It almost smells like there's Munich malt or something in there, but that color says no. You can't get a color that's pale.
The color says... What do you say? Oh, you say
no.
No.
Yeah, actually, it could be. You could also get pale Munich varietals or something like that. But decoction
Shut up.
I think that does a lot. I'm not getting a lot of hop character on the nose, though.
Nope, it's mostly sweet malt.
It's really full malt aroma. This smells like a really robust, rustic Helles. Let's try it.
Let's try this.
Cheers. Thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Oh, you can drink a lot of that. You're not a big fan?
Nah, I like it more hobby.
Yeah, but this is like really traditional.
Yeah, I know.
I think this is great.
Yeah.
But I personally also like a little bit more hoppiness. But this is how I think Bavarian benchmark Helles lager. Like
I'm
full
not the
malt
biggest fan
flavor.
of this style.
You're more into pills?
Yeah.
Well, you love Slinkerlas Helles.
Yeah, I
That's
love
also quite
Slinkerlas.
different.
Yeah, it has some peppery notes. I think this is too malty sweet for me.
Then you should have had the St. Georgen boy. That's even more sweet malty than this.
Yeah.
This is just classic Helles lager to me. It reminds me of being in Bavaria, in Franconia, drinking Helles in the beer gardens. Super, super crushable, really drinkable, I think. Dry.
It is. It's not a bad beer. By any means, it's just not my favorite German style.
full malt flavor. Again, this layered, complex decoction mashed maltiness. I'm getting loads of rustic grains, that fresh bag of Pilsner malt. Breadiness, of course. Some rustic kind of bread. I mean, it's hard to compare to which type of bread, but it doesn't have to just like simple wheat bread flavors. It's kind of like more of a brownish bread or something like it. It just has more rustic edge to it, which I think is due to the decoction mashing. And then there's a soft hint of hops, but it's very light and it's definitely floral and slightly citrusy. I think
it's very honey floral sweetness. Yeah,
there's a honey malty flavor.
Yeah, definitely.
Honey cereal, almost like honey nut Cheerios or something like that.
I see that.
I really like this.
Yeah,
but you don't. I think this is exactly
I can. Of course, it's a great, wonderful brewed beer. It's just not my favorite style, and that's how it is. I cannot change that.
I will say that this is like I prefer Helles to just have a little bit more hoppiness. The bitterness and the maltiness is on point. The crispness, the refreshing drinkability, and super well lagered as well. But I also like it with a little more layered hop flavor, personally. But there is an edge as well, because it shouldn't be too much, because then you go into Pilsner territory. Same goes for bitterness. So it has to be a restrained bitterness, but then with a good amount of aroma hops. Like I like those kind of Helles a bit more than this. But I'm still going to go straight 90, because I think this is a dead-on Helles lager, and this is how it's supposed to be. This is like style benchmark. Like if you're looking, I think I even like it more than the Augustiner, so maybe it's like a 91 or something like that, just a little higher. But like, if you look up what a textbook Helles is, this is it. So, and I love a good Helles.
I have to go with my preference. I'm saying 84. I'm not the biggest fan of this. But I can tell it's well made, and for them, those who like Helles, fantastic beer, I guess, but not for me.
I still think the best Helles I've had in recent times is Kommerzienrat Privat from Riegele. That
one I like.
Great.
I really like the Herrenpils more, but I really like that one too.
Herrenpils is also my favorite from them. This is just more rustic and more malty as far as I remember. Yeah. Even though that also had a lot of rustic malt to the Kommerzienrat. So yeah, that does it for the review of the Andechser Helles. Hopefully we'll get to try more Andechser beers. I don't know, maybe they also make a Pilsner. That'd be fun to try. But you need to at least one point try the Doppelbock Dunkel, because that is ace.
Yeah, and also the Weiss beer again.
Yeah, I really dig it. So a huge recommendation for me if you love a good Helles, and malt citric one at that, and rustic one. If you had the Andechser Helles, let me know what you thought of it. Michael, you can still enjoy it, right?
Of course.
Good. So, but yeah, let us know what you thought of it if you had it. As always, comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and on Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up, enjoyed it, ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers and Helles Lager, and see you guys in another beer review.